What is your plan for Monday? What's up, friends? We're here to talk Final Order Cutoff. Final Order Cutoff, if you haven't joined us before, we're going to go over all of the things that you need to be aware of for comic book titles that are on FOC this coming Monday, May 11th. Final Order Cutoff is our last chance as a comic book store to adjust our numbers before the books actually ship out to us. So you're going to see a little bit of repetition with some stuff on this FOC because there's been a month where everybody's been closed. And so things are we're kind of gradually getting back into the groove of new comic releases. The first new comic book day is going to be May 20th. Some of these, I didn't put down a definite, this is when all this stuff is going to be in stores because it's kind of all over the place. DC's a little further out than most of the other titles are, but regardless, we're going to get through this real quick and let you know what's happening. Again, all of this stuff is on FOC Monday, May 11th. If there's anything that you are interested in adding, please make sure that you comment either sub to get the series on the whole series subscribed to your hold slot. That way you don't miss out on anything. If you would just like to pull a copy or multiple copies of a variant cover or something like that, please comment pull with the title, the variant, and the quantity that you would like to order, because the sky's the limit. We can order whatever you want as long as you let us know before 5 p.m. Monday, May 11th. That's kind of the cutoff. We do this show live on Facebook right now. We post it to Facebook later after we're done. We record it and post it to YouTube. So regardless of your preferred social media platform, you have all the information at your fingertips to make an educated choice as to what you would like to order.
Well said.
Thanks.
Practice.
And again, I can't emphasize enough that because there is not a new normal, because we don't know what's going to happen when we open our doors on the 18th, our ordering is going to be pretty substantially conservative. So if there's something that you're on the fence about, if you were buying copies off of the rack because you didn't necessarily want to commit to it, let us know that you would like to either pull a copy or subscribe to that title so that we can make sure that we have a copy for you, because there may not be a copy on the rack for you to grab. Just because we don't know. We live in this big world of question marks right now. We have no idea what things are going to look like. Hang on, buddy. So that's how it's going to work. If you would like to add something to your hold slot so that you get the whole thing, please comment sub and the title. If you just want to pull a copy or a variant or this or that, you can comment pull with the cover of your choice, the variant, and then the quantity that you'd like to order. Simple enough, right?
Simple enough.
I think so. All right, let's get to the elephant in the room. The big one in stores on June 17th from DC this week is the sequel to Metal. We've got Dark Knight's Death Metal #1. It is a 6-issue miniseries, just like the first one was. They're kind of pulling out all the stops for variants on this. The first series, there were 3 covers, and this one...
Is that Thunderbird there?
You got Warpath. Yeah, right. The main cover on the screen right there is the Greg Capullo cover. It is going to have the foil stamped treatment like the regular Metal books did, but it's only going to be on that main cover. So that's the main cover. Capullo is going to do all of the main covers. Get ready for the earth-shattering encore. The legendary team between Metal and Batman Last Night on Earth takes center stage and reunite for one last tour. When the Earth is enveloped by the dark multiverse, the Justice League is at the mercy of the Batman who laughs. Humanity struggles to survive in a hellish landscape twisted beyond recognition, while Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman have all been separated and fight to survive. Unleash the beast and let the headbanging begin. So again, we've got the main cover by Greg Capullo. There's a black blank cover on Dom's side. And then these...
The blank cover's cool.
Yeah, right? There's going to be 3 variants for each issue, and each one of these artists is going to continue throughout the series. So, main cover, this is the David Finch cover that's supposed to be highlighting Batman on his rad motorcycle. Finch is going to be doing a variant for each one of the 6 issues. So if you'd like to subscribe to the Finch variants, we can make that happen for you. Over on Dom's side, that is Mr. Francesco Mattina or Francesco, I don't know how you say his name, with a crazy, looks like Bizarro Superman or something like that. And again, Mattina is going to be doing variants for all 6 issues as well. So if you would just like to subscribe to the Mattina variants, we can make that happen for you as well. If you scroll up one more bump, that is the Art Germ Wonder Woman variant. So Wonder Woman has like a magical chainsaw that is operated by her lasso of truth, which is freaking amazing. And again, Art Germ is going to be doing covers for the entire series. So there's going to be at least 1 main cover and 3 variants for every single issue in the 6-issue run. Issue number 1 also has the black blank, and then on Dom's side, we're going to call this the release day variant. It was originally slated as the midnight release variant. I don't know what's going on. DC, since they have decided to distribute through a couple of other distributors, they've announced that New Comic Book Day for DC stuff is technically Tuesday. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means we're going to get the books on Monday to sell Monday night for Tuesday. I don't know. So that's why we're calling that cover over there, which is also by Mr. Greg Capullo, the release day variant cover instead of the midnight release. So all of that stuff is available on FOC on Monday, in stores on June 17th. So again, subscribe gets the main cover of all 6 issues on your pull. If you'd like to subscribe to the David Finch cover, we can make that happen. If you'd like to subscribe to the Art Germ cover, we can make that happen. If you just want to subscribe to the main and then pull a couple of the others, we can do that. But just please be very specific when you're commenting on the post as to what you would like to order so that we can make sure that we have that for you. But again, main covers are by Capullo. David Finch, Francesco Mattina, and Art Germ are all doing covers for each of the 6 issues. So every single issue is going to have at least 4 covers total, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to sub all, hit sub all, and we'll make sure that we get everything for you. Okay? There's going to be a bunch of one-shots, just like there was for the original Metal as well, but we haven't gotten there yet. In fact, I think that Scott Snyder was doing it might be over. Scott Snyder was doing a retailer Q&A in the DC Retailer Forum this morning, but I don't know when that was. It's all a blur. Okay, so that's Metal. That's Death Metal, 6 issues, Snyder and Capullo. Okay, all right. This next one you guys have seen already, but we're re-FOCing it, and we actually have more of the covers than we did originally. This is the Joker 80th Anniversary 100-page Super Spectacular #1. It's a lot of words. It's just a one-shot, so it's a one and done, but it's a 100-page book. It is $9.99. The Clown Prince of Crime celebrates his 80th anniversary. The Joker's been the greatest villain in comics since his debut, and to celebrate, we have a who's who of comics' finest talent, giving the Harlequin of Hate the birthday roast he deserves. The stories feature a range of terror and anarchy, showing how the Joker has impacted Gotham, from the police to Arkham Asylum, from the local underworld to the Dark Knight and his allies. So, again, there's a smorgasbord of variants to choose from. The main cover right there by me is the Greg Capullo main cover for the book. On Dom's side, you've got Art Adams doing the 1940s variant cover. If we pop up a little bit, that is David Finch right there on my side doing the 50s variant, which is pretty cool. On Dom's side, you've got Francesco Mattina, again, doing the 1960s cover with some Jokerfish, which is pretty rad.
That was pretty cool.
Pop up one more line, and we got Jim Lee kicking off the 70s there with
this one.
What's that?
Keep going.
You don't know who that is?
I know who.
Of course you do. On Dom's side, you've got the 1980s cover by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. That is terrifying.
That is great.
I think my favorite is this next one. If you bump us up one more line, the 1990s cover right there by Gabriel Dell'Otto is absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
The 2000s cover on Dom's side is by Mr. Lee Bermejo.
That's okay.
It's all right. Bump us up one more line. We've got the 2010s by Jock with his face
fantastic,
super creepy. I know, right? And then in DC fashion, we've also got a pretty cool blank that's got a splattering of green and purple all over the outside edges. So those are all $9.99. Let us know which one you would like to order, or if you want them all, or if you want specific ones. That book is scheduled to be in stores on June 10th, but it's on FOC this coming Monday, May 11th.
One is amazing.
Isn't it? It's it just gives me the willies, man.
It's just, man.
It's creepy. That exudes all of the Joker's creepiness in one beautiful cover. But I still think the Delato one is my favorite.
That's really good.
That's like, Killing
the
Joke.
Sienkiewicz is very different.
Yeah, it is. It very much is.
But it's in the Sienkiewicz style.
It is. So they're all pretty solid.
They are solid.
They're all solid covers there. Okay. Next up from Boom Studios this week, this is another book that we had already talked about on FOC, but we're re-FOCing it because of the coronavirus pandemic. We've got Buffy Every Generation Ever #1, just a one-shot, in stores on June 3rd. The secret origins of some of the most important Slayers in history and the first appearance of a new character with a familiar face who will change the way you look at Buffy and everything about her world. This is the Buffy comic that everyone will be talking about and the most important new character in over 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. This is the main cover on the screen right there. I don't have the artist who did that cover. This book Boom doesn't like to call them annuals, but they do these things that are more expensive that are basically annuals. So that's what this is. Every Generation Ever. It's just a one-shot. It is $7.99, and it will be in stores on June 3rd. There is a variant cover, but we still don't have the art for it, which is ironic because we've taken a month off. You wouldn't think
they would catch
that we could get a variant with an image in a month.
I got nothing to do at home. Maybe I'll draw. I don't know.
We obviously haven't caught up here either. So.
Yeah. Well, we tried.
It's true.
We tried.
Next up from Dynamite this week, this is another one that we have already FOC'd, but it's back just because we want to make sure. We've got Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys, The Death of Nancy Drew #1. Teen detectives Frank and Joe Hardy have investigated many crimes in their lives, but nothing that hits this close to home. Their best friend died mysteriously after taking down a major crime organization. They must put together the clues to uncover the truth about this shocking crime, but the clues lead them to a stunningly unexpected direction. I've got such a raging clue right now, Dom. It's terrible. Written by Ringo-nominated award writer Anthony Del Cole, with art by Eisner Award winner Joe Eisma, this gritty and stylish story is a noir that will attract fans of Nancy Drew of all ages. Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, The Death of Nancy Drew, from Dynamite right there.
I guess he just pulled it out.
Is that Mike, you think?
Yep.
I don't know.
He always comes by during the show.
Always. I'm excited about this next one. Again, this is a book that we have already FOC'd, but it's back, so we're re-FOCing it. From Cullen Bunn and Andy McDonald from Oni Press this week, in stores May 27th. We have Rogue Planet #1. Salvage vessel Cortez tracks the Lonely Orphan, a planet with no star system to call its own. Somewhere on this hostile rock is a payload fit for a king. To attain it, though, the crew of the Cortez must brave razor rock, poisonous vapors, treacherous footing, and the most mind-numbing horrors imaginable. Something nightmarish is at work on Lonely Orphan. Something cruel, something hungry. The main cover on my side is by Andy McDonald, so that's what it's going to look like inside the book. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Kyle Strom. It's kind of like Armageddon meets Alien. These guys are tracking this planet that has no home, and they have to go investigate it and find stuff out. What's up, Mike?
Boys.
How are you?
I'm back.
Thanks, sir.
What's going on? Wait a minute, you want them?
Next up, we've got a segment called "Who Does Number 2 Work For?" You got our
I don't work for
thing all
anybody.
queued up.
I'm going to interrupt the pod.
That's fine.
Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
Sir?
You show that turd who's boss. So this little segment just highlights some of the issue number 2s that are on FOC. You might have picked up number 1 off the rack, and if you enjoyed it, let us know so that we can add it to your poll so that you do not miss out. So first up from Boom Studios, we've got King of Nowhere number 2. It's a 5-issue miniseries. Main cover on my side is by Tyler Jenkins. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Martin Morazzo. And the FOC cover down here on my side is by David Rubin. So you've got 3 options for King of Nowhere number 2. If you picked that up before we closed down and you had a chance to read it and you enjoyed it, let us know, because number 2 is on FOC on Monday. Okay. From Dark Horse, we've got Frankenstein Undone number 2 from Dark Horse, from the Mignolaverse. The main cover on my side is by Ben Stenbeck. The variant cover that is on Dom's side is by Simone D'Armani. Also, again, a 5-issue miniseries. Issue 1 came out right before the shutdown occurred. If you read it, if you enjoyed it, even if you haven't read it but you don't want to miss out on it, let us know if you would like to add that to your subscription, or if you would like to pull, and which cover you would like to pull. Okay? From Image this week, Mercy number 2, Mirka Andolfo's crazy, weird Victorian horror story continues. It's a 6-issue miniseries. Again, number 1 came out right before the shutdown. Number 2's on FOC on May 11th. The main cover on my side is by Mirka Andolfo. It is. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Laura Braga. That is fantastic. And cover C down here is by Tony Sandoval. So if you would like to add that to your subscription, please let us know before the end of the day on Monday. If you just want to pull one of those 3 covers or all of them, let us know for that as well. And lastly, for Who Does Number 2 Work For from Vault, we've got Finger Guns number 2, the story about kids who can affect your emotions by finger guns. Pew, 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 pew. Number 2's got 2 covers. We've got the main cover on my side by Val Halverson, the interior artist on the series. We've also got the FOC cover on Dom's side by Jen Hickman. That's going to be a wraparound cover like her cover to number 1. So that's it. That is a wrap. There is, from Marvel this week, there is nothing but trade paperbacks. But here at the bottom of the write-up, and this write-up can be found on our website, hallofjusticecomics.com. If you click on the blog, this is going to be the first thing that's entered there. We separate this stuff by the diamond item number, the publisher, and then the title of the book. So if you have questions about something, let's say, I don't know, you pick something, Dom.
I'm looking right here.
Dom's trying to find something fun and
Something
exciting.
that sounds pretty cool.
What could it be, Dominic?
I don't know. There's another, it's like not a lot of like stuff that pops out at me.
Again, because of the shutdown, because of the pandemic, all of the publishers are cutting their output, so we're going to see things released in smaller quantities and kind of in stages.
With a Critical Role.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, because that's out from Dark Horse. The series finale of Vox Machina Origins. All you have to do is you have to copy that little diamond item code right there, paste that into your web browser of choice, and the very first result that's going to come up is the Previews World listing for that book. So you get the image, you get the description, you get all the creator information, you've got the suggested retail price, and look at that, right above the SRP, final orders due May 11th, Monday. So if you haven't had this on your pull already, or if you were picking it up off the rack, again, let us know before Monday what you'd like to order so that we can make that happen for you. And that pretty much winds it up. It's kind of a light FOC week, but again, there's some big stuff. You've got Death Metal, you've got the Joker 80th anniversary special, and a whole mess of other stuff. So take a look over the weekend. Let us know what you'd like to order before 5 p.m. on Monday, May 11th, and we'll do what we can do to get your stuff ordered for you. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'm John.
I'm Dom.
We'll see you around. Have a safe weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.